Okay, this is going to be 11. This is going to be 11.4 part 2. Only because the video cut off on me in the last session. So I think it stopped at number 11. And number 11 was a proportion setting up the number of calories, fiber per calories for each diet. So let's look at it. It says, is the suggested amount of fiber proportional to the number of calories? Is it almost proportional? Well, for that, we're going to have to do each one of the ratios here. The first ratio is going to be 25 grams of fiber per 2,000 calories. And if we divide that out, we're going to get a scale of 1/80th or 0.0125 as decimal form. If we do it for the 2,500 calorie diet, it's going to be, let's see, 30 grams per 2,500 calories. And we're going to reduce that fraction, or if you want to use your calculator to multiply it out, you're going to get 3 over 250 or 0.012. So, are they proportional? Well, yeah, pretty much, because the scales are very close as far as the decimals. Okay, B. Approximately how many grams of fiber should be recommended for a 3,000 calorie diet? Well, we already know that the scale went up, and I'm going to use it for the 2,500. The scale was 0.0125, so we're going to multiply this time the 3,000 because they want to figure it out for the 3,000 calorie diet. If I multiply those two together, well, the number of grams I'm going to get for the fiber comes out to 37.5. All right, letter C is actually a pretty long problem because it's asking us to go back to number 10 and looking at the data for number 10. And get number 10 here. And we're going to have to look at the chart to see the recommendations for total fat, cholesterol, sodium, fiber, and protein. So we've got, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different problems to actually do. So I'm going to try to do them off to the side here. See if I can do it out here under this yellow box. Okay, for total fat on the label, see, I'll use TF. Total fat, number 10 says for 65 grams for every 2,000 calorie diet. And plug that into your calculator, and you get 0.0325. And if we do that for the 2,500 calorie diet, it says we have 80 grams for 2,500 calories. And we put that in a calculator, and we're going to get 0.032. And we're going to have to do that for the other 4 nutrients they want us to do. Okay, so I've got cholesterol, 300 per 2,000 gives me a decimal of 0.15. For the 2,500, doesn't change. The grams doesn't change for cholesterol. So 2,500, it's going to give me 0.12. For sodium, it's 2,400 divided by 2,000. And it gives me 1.2. And it's the same for the 2,500, 24 divided by 2,500 gives me a decimal 0.96. See, fiber. Fiber was 25 grams per 2,000 for a decimal of 0.01. And 30 grams for 2,500 calorie diet gives me 0.012. And the last one, protein, let's see, it was 50 grams over 2,000. It gives me 0.025. And for the 2,500, 65 grams over 2,500 for 0.026. Okay. Go back to the question. Which of these are proportional or almost proportional to the number of calories? Well, they're all pretty close. They're all proportional. They're almost, a couple of them are exact. So, all the proportions. All are proportional. And that's C. Okay, let's do D. Knowing the relationships are proportional or constant allows, no, thanks for answering my question, allows us to make recommendations for a 3,000 calorie diet, which you will do in the following table. Okay, so all we're going to do here is for 3,000, we're going to, for each one of these, total fat, cholesterol, sodium, and fiber, we're just going to take the scale factor and multiply it to the 3,000 calories. So for total fat, I'm going to use the 2,500 scale factor. So 0.032, and that gives us 96 grams. For cholesterol, if I take 3,000 times 0.12, that gives me, oh, I need a calculator for this one. Okay, 3,000 times 0.12 gives me 360 grams. See, sodium, 3,000 times 0.96, 2880. 3,000 times 0.012, 36, and protein, 3,000 times 0.026 gives me 78. Okay, 12. Recent headline claims that toddler heads are disproportionately large compared to the body. Okay, so this is so this is kind of a research problem. I'm going to skip that one for now. And that will do it for 11 or 1.1, 11.4 notes. And then I want you guys to go ahead and do the homework for this section.